Hi, I'm Jill Wright Calendar, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck Picture Book and Educational System. I'm in the middle of revamping my office, getting a new desk in, so this is how I'm going to live for a little bit. But I wanted to get back into the think for yourself topic that we had yesterday. As I thought more and more about this, it has first of all, Z. Hereford, wonderful article she wrote, How to Think for Yourself. And it's from her Essential Life Skills website, which I'll include in my description box. And she lists 5 approaches to help everyone think for themselves, learn how to think for themselves. And I'm kind of gearing this to our students because that's what this YouTube channel is all about. How can we encourage our students to think for themselves? Well, we have to be a role model of that ourselves. And that's why I thought Z. Hereford's article was just perfect because she does list oh, an overview of topics. And I'm trying to go a little bit deeper from the perspective of a teacher who's taught in the field of special education for 27 years. Well, number one, she says, develop a strong sense of self. So, as we said yesterday, that one of the opposite traits of having a strong sense of self is pretty much conformity. Um, Social media puts out a lot of images. Children's friends, when they are in school, may exhibit some traits or try to encourage their friends to be like them. But when I looked at that, as one person said, conformity is described as masquerading as something that one isn't. What drives that desire to appear to be something that one isn't is usually the foundation and the bedrock of that is fear. And so we talked about that in another YouTube, that fear is false evidence appearing real. And that was a Zig Ziglar term that I remembered over the years. I said, that is so true. That's an acronym for false evidence appearing real. So this is one thing that we have to really fight back against because it challenges our children all the time and it challenges us. And I was thinking about how we don't usually want to appear different, and sometimes we go along to get along. I've experienced this strong emotion in my life too, but that fear leading to conformity usually backfires, and more times than not, it's just been a detrimental trait. So I've been really more cognizant of this in my life. And when I was teaching in a primary classroom, I had this one parent said, I just want my son to be a good person. So as I thought about that and was working towards including having my students from a self-contained classroom go into a fully included classroom, I knew this was one thing that I really had to work on in their um, in their character, is to not cave into conformity or to be bullied by their peers. And to work on that, I felt that the best way is, you can't, starting off with the negative, it's difficult to bring another point of view from a negative perspective and hope that the children will connect with it. Like, don't act like that, you can't do that. So what I thought about doing is work on positive character traits to fill them up with so much positivity that the negative traits don't have any place, can't take any ground in their lives, in their young lives. And so that's what my duty as a teacher was, to build up their self-esteem, to encourage them. And I was seeing that my job was helping them to mentally prepare for facing a lot of the social confrontations interactions that they would encounter in their included classroom. So, what I did just recently is that I created this social skills handbook. And this book has many of the tips, tools, and techniques that I used in that classroom. And it's based on the Happy Little Garbage Truck, of course, because as I said, that if you can read a picture book, you can teach social skills as well as literacy skills because, it's based on the book. Um, a couple of pages at a time are being read. And then there are reflections and activities that go along with each of those sections of the book. And so the students are, pardon me, having fun while they're learning social skills. And so I'm going to put a link for how you can get this wonderful guide in my description box too. But my thought was no matter how small this happy little garbage truck was, and that was part of the challenge for him, he always did his best job. And so that's what my foundational encouragement was for my students too, is to always do your best job. And we would not allow any excuses. Did you do your best? And if the child said, no, well, okay, so next time do your best job. So hopefully this is helpful. Please subscribe, please share, and thank you for being the best advocate for the students and children in your life. Thank you. Bye-bye.